Hello everyone. Let us now discuss today's LeetCode POTD problem. Question number 107, to flip columns for maximum number of equal rows. So here we are given with examples like 0, 1, 1, 1. So if we flip the second column, we will be having one equal row. That means we need to flip any number of columns. We are not going with minimum or maximum. So we need to flip any number of columns and find the maximum number of equal rows. So how does a equal row represent? It will be having all ones or all zeros. So we are also given with a matrix m by n matrix which is having only 1 or 0. So if you see clearly, and if we start with only one row, 1 comma 0, if this is the matrix we are given with, so if this is the matrix, if we flip this column, the only column or the second column, if we flip this column, we will be getting 1 1. So which will be the 1 will be the answer. So this is the row which is having equal elements, so equal numbers. So let us take another step and increase the row size to 2. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. So if you flip the second column, the last column, you will be getting 1 1 0 0. So how do you know that the if you flip 0, you will be getting 1? So if you flip this column, you will be getting equal to the equal row. That means you are comparing this with the first column. You are comparing this with the first column. If they both are not equal, we need to flip this. Let us take another example. 1 0 0 1, and also we are having with 0 and 1. As I previously said that I am comparing the second column with the first column's element. I am comparing the second column with the first column element. If they both are not equal, then we will increase our count. But wait, these both are not equal. 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 If you go by comparing them, what will be the answer if we are having like this, a matrix like this? So if we are having a matrix like this, a 3 by 3 matrix, as I said, if these are not equal, we need to increase the count. But how do you know that increasing this count will be getting the maximum number of equal rows? If you see clearly, we need to flip columns, not the rows, not an element or a row's elements. We need to flip an entire column. We need to flip an entire column. If you flip by using this, 0 is not equal to 1, 0 is not equal to 1, and if you the first example. So in the first example, as I said that 1 0, we need to flip this as these both are not equal. Imagine we are as the in the previous example, as I said that 0 1. If you clearly observe this row, we are having these two are not equal. Store in a data structure. Let me tell you the data structure in a few seconds. Store in a data structure where if 0 is not equal to 1, in the data structure, if the both are not equal, store 0 there. If they both are not equal, store 0 there. So these two are equal. So we are having a count of 2. So that means imagine we are having another column like this. like 1 0 0 0 1 1. If you flip these two or this one, we are not asked like how many maximum flips or minimum flips. We need to flip any number of columns to make maximum number of rows equal. That means if you store in the same way as I said in a data structure, 0 is not equal to 1, so store 0. 0 is not equal to 1, so store 0. 1 is not equal to 0, 0, 0. So these two are equal. So that means we can make two rows as equal. So by flipping this one column or by this, we need to store in a data structure where it stores if by traversing in every row by column, if this element is equal to the first element, that means we need to consider making making the row equal to the first column's element. If it is 1 and we are having 0 1 1 here, we need to flip only this column to make the row equal. So we need to consider storing in a string. If they are not equal to, we need to store 0. If the element is not equal to the first element, we need to store 0. If they both are equal, we need to store 1. Let me explain why does this works. 1 0 0 1. As I told you, we need to store if they both are not equal 0. If they both are not equal 0. If you have a count of number of equal strings, if you have the number of equal strings, we will be getting the answer as 2. Let us see another example. 1 1 0 1. So if you store in a strings, 1 is equal to 1. So 1. 1 is not equal to 0. 0. So what is the minimum number of so what are the maximum rows which can be equal? That is 1 already. So we will be using a hash map which stores the strings, and this string this string represents the equality of every column's element with the first element, and we need to return the maximum value of string. That means what is the string that is having maximum frequency. So the algorithm goes like, we need to initialize an unordered map, a hash map, and then iterate through this matrix, and for every row create a string. Every row we need to create a string, and for every row we need to again iterate through its column, and then if they are not equal, we need to append 0 to the string. If they both are equal, we need to append 1. And then after iterating the columns, we need to store this string, store the row string in our hash map. So a hash map of our string will be increased. The frequency of this string will be increased, and then we need to iterate through this hash map and store the maximum counts We need to store the maximum count, which string is having the maximum frequency. We need to return that maximum count. You will be getting the code in the next few seconds. Thank you.